See, back in the day, I came from the Black Planet and MySpace era. That's where I came from. I saw that stuff being created. That's where I came from. If you wanted to go online and be an online pimp, you had to know how to use a computer. And this is how it was. Cell phones was for calling and playing Snake. We had cell phones, we had the burner phones, and that's all we had. If you wanted to meet a girl, you had to go outside. You had to go get to know her. She had to be in one of your systems, your community, your church, your work, whatever. Not even work, because we were younger by then. So no work. So probably school and outside. And that's it. That's it. And your friend's friend that comes around. And that's probably it. Now, if you're the age that I was earlier, back in the day in high school and middle school and elementary kids now have smartphones and they can make friends with somebody overseas easily like it's nothing. They have multiple inboxes like it's nothing. And I always tell people, the new generation women are way different. They believe in way different things. Their morals and standards is way different from ours. And I can't say that they've been lowered, but to us, they're probably lowered. But to them, it's a standard. They're born into it. So posting a picture online, sexy pictures, any kind of picture, to them it's posting a picture online. It's like a album. But, back in the day, our album was in the house. Somebody wanted to come look at your album, they had to come visit you, they had to open up the album. Y'all know what an album is. Back in the day, we used to take pictures. And we get the pictures on paper format, right? Physical paper. Then we would stick them in a book, right? And there'd be a whole bunch of pictures in them. And when you flip them, you can see it's called an album. You flip the pictures. That's where the album came from. That's a real album. That's what we had. We had albums. You go to our house, you see the album, you flip the book. Oh, wow. Flip, you know what I'm saying? Now, multiple albums. Albums on your phone, albums online, albums on Instagram, albums on any kind of online platform. People got albums. And them albums is available to millions and billions. It's available to everybody. Even if you make it private. Somebody that has your stuff can screenshot it and send it to anybody. And there goes your private album picture. So it's like, nowadays, you take a picture. We don't take our picture and put it in our album and put it in the house. And, it's not like that no more. Now it's more like you take a picture and you put it online. And that's the standard. The standard is once you take a picture, everybody sees. It's different now. So, people from the olden days, from the 80s, when we communicate or when we, let's say, try to have relationships with people from the 2000s, or the 90s, that's crazy. That's a whole technology upperness going on right there. It doesn't work. It's like standards way different. You have to have no standards from the 80s to be able to talk to somebody from the 2000s. It just won't work. It's crazy. That's just crazy. They believe that it's normal because they were born into it, That's an album. Ask how many people in the 2000s have actual albums in their house, a real album, physical album, where they can open up the book and be like, look at this, ship. Probably nobody, zero, nobody, nothing, nix, knockus, nada. It's crazy nowadays. But hey, you can manage it differently, make it, take certain kinds of pictures, post certain kinds of things, but I feel like these platforms are for making money, man. And if you ain't making no money off of it, you're just basically showing yourself. You're just showing yourself. And I always ask myself, why? I mean, it's just a billboard. You take a picture of yourself. Would you take a picture of you and your friend, or you doing something, eating something, and then make a billboard? Or would you rather take a picture and put it in your album, and whoever comes to your house, you show them the album, like, this is what we, that's where we came from. But it's not like that anymore. Now it's the billboard. Now it's like, fuck the privacy. We're just gonna put it on the billboard. People get upset. Nah, you know, why you posting me? You know, some people are like, what? It's nothing. It's something, you know. But if you have different mentalities, if you come from different time zones or different beliefs, then you're just not gonna understand. You're not gonna understand somebody who says something's wrong with it. You're never gonna understand. You're like, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it is we don't come from that time. We come from physical albums, and now y'all just posting shit everywhere. It's like, here you go, everybody. Anybody can see the creeps. Anybody. So hey, I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to say that it could be managed differently. It could be handled a different way. But like I said, that's the standard now. There's no standard.